Good morning. Let's get a tarot reading. There's a moon oracle. Let's see. Patience, moon cycles. So we have a full moon in Capricorn today. Today is the 10th, right? Yeah. The law of attraction, moon mastery. I'm a Capricorn, so that's fun for me. Okay, let's see. Which one? This one? So 6 months ago, there was a new moon in Capricorn in December of 2024, which means we're closing, or you'll see whatever it was you set your intentions upon come to fruition during this time. So think back to December of last year and think what was happening during that time, and were you manifesting? Did you set any intentions during that Capricorn new moon? And if so, are you seeing the what do you call it? The results. ADHD brain. Okay. The healer, number 32, and growth, number 15. And let's see. Let's get an animal oracle. I'm trying not to let my cards go between the seat, like in the cushion, like, you know. I might lose one. Anyway, so healer, growth, law of attraction, and where'd the other card go? See, that's what I mean. Patience. So, okay, so patience. Healing and growth, we must have patience for that. And remember that what we are, we attract. That's like attracts like, you know, the law of attraction. So be patient with yourself. If you're not seeing the results that you would like to see, it might be something more you have to work on and heal to get to the point where you can start seeing the results that you want, right? So we have to practice patience with ourselves more than anything, because a lot of the time we're not exactly where we want to be, but we're getting there, right? It's a process, like let's put it in relationships, because that's my Pluto's in Libra, Saturn's in Libra, Mars is in Libra. I'm still in Libra. So and also my Chiron's in the 7th house. So yeah, I'm here to teach about, I don't know. I've learned a lot about relationships, so I have a lot of wisdom there in that department. But now I lost my train of thought. So in relationships, dang it, I hate it when that happens. In relationships, what was I saying even? It'll come back to me. So we have Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch, number 18. And Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Reclaiming your power in relationships, for number 44. So that's like super master number. Stability, peace, the depths, right? So reclaiming your power from the depths of right? Like where we've been. If you relate to that, if you know, you know, you know. So let me see. I have 2 oracle decks here. Let me move this out the way. I need like a desk in here. Anyways, so I think that's all the oracle cards I want to use right now. So let's get a spread. Let's do this deck because Sedna is very important right now, and this deck always reminds me of Sedna. I don't remember what I was saying about. So in relationships, I know what we have left to heal within ourselves shows up in the outside world, and in relationships, in, you know, mindsets, things like that. But until we heal, or until those things are healed, it's important to have patience with yourself, but also reclaim your power. Reclaiming your power is like, what do I take responsibility for? I can only take responsibility for myself and my actions and what I'm doing, right? I can't take on other people's responsibilities, and, you know, their actions aren't always a reflection of me, you know? And I had to realize that for a lot of times, like, you know, it's difficult sometimes in relationships to sort out whose shit is what, you know, like who is this mine or is this yours, or vice versa, you know? And especially because it's all meshed together, and sometimes people say, well, I did this because you did this, and but then there's also reactive abuse, right? So we have to realize that there's sometimes where, you know, because somebody's intending for you to react a certain way, or wanting you to react a certain way, they'll say certain things or react a certain way, and you know, so we have to be careful about that and discern, and, you know, be true to ourselves always. Okay, what's showing up? No, this is what we are releasing. One day I'll post about my spread that I always use, the 6-card spread. It's like each position has a meaning or whatever, and what we're looking into. So I always do what we're releasing, or what's showing up that like needs to be addressed. What's the issue, right? The issue is the first card usually, and then we have the 2 of Wands. So there's a choice here on this. So do I take this on or do I not? You know, there's a choice. There's always a choice in how we react to whatever comes up, right? It's always, there's always a choice. Duality. But in the new world, right? I'm not talking about New Age. What I'm saying is, like, there's a new consciousness coming into humanity, right? Because the age of Aquarius is all about like the whole, the collective, the, for the greater good, that sort of thing. Duality is being eliminated. It needs to be acknowledged first, see it for what it is, and realize in the higher consciousness we're all one, that it's all for the unity of the whole, right? So it creates separation, it creates like conflict, competition, all of that is separation, right? The two parties, and then the extra one that's coming like all of that creates conflict. It's not about unity and becoming one. It's about separation, and which causes the chaos and the competition and so realizing that is helping us make decisions, right? Maybe. Okay, let's see what else. The next card is how we are showing up, or what is showing up. How we are showing up in the world, the Two of Cups. So we must first, Ten of Swords, become aware of duality, right? Become aware of both sides. There's a negative and positive to most things, like a polarity to most things. There's two sides of the coin, all of that. So first we have to become aware that is the case, right? And then we can move our consciousness to how do we make that a union, right? How do we make them whole, right? By taking two halves, you make a whole, right? So we're cutting out like betrayals and things like that, because that's not where we want to go. There's certain things like narcissism and things like that need to be eliminated, or need to be understood differently, and that way we can make it a whole, like plant the seeds of wholeness instead of chaos, destruction, betrayals, hurt, pain, and then creating all that suffering from it, right? So the suffering that we experience, it has a purpose, right? There's learning, there's growth, there's understanding, there's all these things. It's not just because like you're meant to suffer in this life. You're not. Like, that's not the only reason like this happened, whatever it wasn't just to make you suffer. It's more for opportunities for growth and opportunities for change and opportunities to understand deeper, all that. So how we're showing up is we're accepting those things, right? Accepting that this happens, but there's an opportunity for growth, right? From that. And if we don't grow from that, and we don't expand our mind and our consciousness and understand why it happened, or understand, the meaning of it, like Job, he understood, yes, I have to go through all these things, but there's an opportunity for growth here. And I think that's why. So we got healer and growth, law of attraction, and patience, right? We have to be patient with ourselves, with life, with the lessons of life. Oh, and look what was behind that. Time. Saturn card, right? And courage. So yes, it definitely takes courage and power. The power's behind that. And to shift, yeah. There's power in shifting your mindset, right? There's power in that. And psychic was behind that. So, and lucky. So, you know, there's opportunities for expansion with lucky card, you know. It's the Jupiter card too. And Uranus maybe. Okay, so the next card is, or the next placement is what's surfacing, like what's surfacing from within, what's surfacing from within others, you know. And we have the Five of Cups, so sorrow, regrets, loss, Four of Wands. So it may be a home, or loss of stability, or peace, or a union, like they're married. Regrets for, I don't know, take it how it resonates for you, but that's the meaning of this card. So, and then this card, now normally this is a very happy card. It's about stability, about, you know, marriage, even unity. So yeah, I can pull another card for that later. I'll definitely do that for these. But okay, so the next position is, what do we expand on? Like, what can we expand on? What do we need to know? The Three of Pentacles. So co-create or teamwork, right? Like cooperation with others. The Three of Swords. So 3-3, what are we manifesting? So are you manifesting this or this? Are you able to work with others? Some people, patience, right? The Emperor is behind that Three of Swords. So, and the Eight of Wands, incoming communication. I don't know. So maybe what's surfacing is maybe people don't like the way you're communicating. So it could be that, let me see, Three of Pentacles. Could be that it could be a good thing. Okay, I'm sorry, I always go to the dark sides. Okay, so cooperation with others could be coming up for you, right? When I see this, it could be healing for other people, right? Or you, even. That you're taking back your power, that you're, you know, that you are communicating. Maybe, like me, you've been quiet for the sake of others, and I don't know. We'll clarify that too. So the next position is our actions to take. So what do we do? Seven of Pentacles. So in this card, it's got two, light and dark, right? So accepting both, having patience for both sides of yourself, right? The Two of Swords, introspect, deep introspection, deep introspection. It could be Black magic. No, I'm kidding. Don't. Blocking black magic? I don't know. Light a candle. Queen of Wands. So there may be some witchy person trying to get you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh for you. Because when it backfires... No, but I want to go back to the duality, because the Two of Cups is above that. So duality. So understanding both sides of you. The deep introspection is so important. So important right now, especially because Uranus is in Gemini. That's in my 8th house. So for me, it's like sudden, well, the good part is like suddenly somebody comes in and wants real intimacy, and not like the superficial, that's what's happening for me. But if and also the understanding of duality, because it's in Gemini for me, my 8th house, which is, duality. Anyways, so whatever it is for you, take a look at it, take a look at your birth chart, and if you have questions, I'd be happy to answer. And then also, let's see, the last position is our resources to move forward with. It's always the 5 of Swords. Oh my god. And Judgment. So discern what to cut off. What do you cut off? It's about power, control, things like that. There's, I've dealt with many people who may be on the spectrum for the narcissism, and it's been hard for me. But I've learned so much. So I know how to discern. Okay? See how she's crying here? And he's sitting above her, feeling entitled with his little bird head. Hold on. There's I think that's Ma'at. I don't know, maybe not. It could be Isis, or no, probably not. Oh, yeah. So I think this is Seth, and Isis, when she finds out about what he did to Osiris, and if you don't know the story, go look it up. But so the 9 of Cups is behind that. So what do you wish for? Like, what is your desires? What is your most sacred desire of like what you want for a relationship, things like that? You need to discern how you want your relationships to go and what you want from your relationships. That way you can truly get like what you're looking for, instead of like what your baggage or your past might have been playing out, and giving like for the past however many years, because a lot of times, we're not getting what we want. We're getting what we've always got because of the alignment that we're in. So if we're in alignment with past things, that's what we'll get. Past things, the law of attraction, right? So we have to have patience with ourselves, but we also have to do what we need, to do. Understand both sides of the coin, right? And it's all about perspective. Sometimes we have to go zoom out, see the bigger picture. Like, and a lot of times we grew up in these dysfunctional families that taught us these ways of life that weren't necessarily the way other people are living their lives. So research, go out, look into other people and how they live, like normal people, and I don't condone normal but like, you know what I mean, like look at other people and how they live. How does someone who you admire, like their relationship with their parents, are they loving? And everybody has their problems. You have to realize that first and foremost, that even those perfect relationships are, they have their issues, right? They have, whatever. But it's about mindsets and like, is there growth, and is there a desire to understand? Is there a humility there where, like, I don't know all the answers and I know that, right? Like that sort of thing? Or is it like rigid, stuck in their ways, will not change, that sort of thing? Is that the answer for these people? Or is, there an opportunity there for growth and change and all of that? Because that's when you see, is this something I need to cut off? And you have to discern that way. And is there an opportunity for change and growth and understanding for you? Because a lot of times those people don't have that, so they can't give it. they don't know how to do it, and that's when you have patience. But you distance yourself. You have to move away from that. You can't stay stuck in a toxic environment and where there's no growth happening. There's just the same old. It's not fair to you to put yourself through that situation, and then it's also not fair to those people because they have no reason to grow if you're staying there, right? So let's clarify. Do I want to use this deck? Yeah. Okay, what is this first card? 5 of Wands. So we got 5, 5, 5. So there's a major change happening. The one that's missing is the 5 of Pentacles. So you may like be feeling abandoned from this, or somebody else may, like left out in the cold because maybe there's changes that you're making that nobody else cares to listen to, or cares to even acknowledge, or cares to consider as growth. I mean, yeah. And it's not, I want to say, it's not about you, okay? So if you're dealing with that, it's not about you. It's really about what they're willing to accept at the time or now, because they're not in a place yet, right? And maybe they'll get there. I don't know. People grow every day. Okay, anyways. clarify the Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles. So in this card, and the Seven of Cups. So illusions, so the Five of Wands is what we're clarifying, right? So let me, Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So maybe there was a lot of illusions and confusion and all of that, but you're pulling, it's like Spirit's helping you to pull out the lessons, right? The Three Pentacles from all of this, like all of the lessons from all the confusion and illusions and the delusion, disillusion, all that. You are pulling the lessons from it, right? It's like a tug of war though, because it's probably in your head all like, you know, this black cloud, right? So many things, so many options, all these things going on. You still gotta live and you still got all this shit, right? And excuse my language, I talk like this, but but you know, it's a lot, right? And even though it's a lot, you're getting assistance, and we kept pulling this yesterday too, so yeah, the Five of Swords. But like, okay, so in this picture, I love this picture because in this picture he has a butterfly in the jar, and the Five Swords are in like this little muffin thing. And he's just looking at the butterfly, and it's like, trapping beauty, trapping, like, so keeping growth, flourishment, I don't know, keeping you from flourishing, right? Because they're wanting to keep you in a jar. Ugh. You deserve to be happy. See, and we got the Three of Pentacles in this deck too. So Spirit is helping you. It's just, you gotta have patience and understanding and all of that, and judgment. Okay, so clarify the Two of Cups. Nine of Wands. And the Two of Cups. So, union with Ascension, right? This is Ascension. The Wounded Warrior. You know who you are, where you came from, what's happened to you. The clarity of mind that you're getting from understanding both sides of what's happened to you and why this happened, right? It's spiritual war. It's not about people. It's about the spirits, right? Like the light and dark. And when you're a light, the dark comes for you. Just know that. So there's a reason. So figure out the reason. What was your pain? Where did it come from? What was your loss, sadness, regrets, you know? And use that for a new beginning. Because healing is important. We got Two of Cups, Five of Cups, the Fool, and the Star, and the Hermit. You gain wisdom, and all of that wisdom can help you with growth and understanding and all of that. So Use that for, you know, attracting what you do want in your life. Five of Cups. Let's clarify the Five of Cups. So it's surfacing. Yeah. So reciprocity is so important because are you the one carrying all the load? If you are, you can put them down. You can put them down. You don't gotta do it. You're trapping yourself, baby. Don't you understand? The Lovers. It's a choice. I had to understand that. It's so hard to understand. Because you think you're doing the right things, right? But are you keeping them from growing? Because you're wanting to stay in the same sadness, you know? In the same sad situation time and time again and get hurt by it and all of that. Are you helping or are you hurting? Think about it. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles is what we're expanding on. Introspect. And the Two of Wands. So it's a crossroads, right? A choice. A choice. Which way? Inward? Inward? And this is what we're clarifying. Spirit's helping you to introspect. So when we take the masks off, we don't need that, you know. We can just be ourselves. Authenticity, individuation, you know, all of that. It's a choice. You are the magician. You have everything you need within you. Within you. Oh my gosh, that was perfect. And the Eight of Pentacles, self-mastery first, right? And then you can, like when you build yourself into the person, you know, maybe that you needed, you understand that it's all about, you know, the laws of the universe, and, you know, when I know myself, I know others. What's the Seven of Pentacles? So that was about, Seven of Pentacles is about reaping and sowing. We reap and we sow what seeds we put in the ground, right? Whatever we're planting, whatever it is that we did in the past, our mindsets, our, you know, did we learn the lessons? Did we just trample people? You know, what are we doing? So, actions to take, let's see. Duality needs to be addressed. And then also, this could be okay, we need to have patience with ourselves and others, but this could be patience with a new relationship. The Tower is behind the Queen of Wands. Okay, maybe not. Alright. Seven of Pentacles. Commanding the fire within with compassion for others. Why am I getting that? The Tower, 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Have compassion for yourself. Take command of yourself. Like, okay, so I'm no longer settling. I want what I want. The standards are high. Right? Okay. Clarify the 5 of Swords. So our resources. The Tower. And the 10 of Swords. So the wisdom that you gain may be shocking. So, and interesting. Four of Pentacles, Hanged Man, and maybe changing perspective on what stability is, maybe, or you're maybe not holding on so tightly, right? The Four of Pentacles is like a stubborn person who holds on to ish. Maybe you're letting that stuff go, and that's the wisdom, right? Because you don't need it. Like, you don't have to hold on to every painful thing from the past, right? You don't have to remember. Like, I mean, obviously you do remember, right? You don't have to keep playing out these cycles, or yeah. Ace of Swords. Exactly. I totally understand, and I'm in the same position. So no longer holding on to things that don't serve, and it makes room for the better to come. The real stuff, the real relationships, the unions that have what you have, so who you truly are, right? That's the only time that you can actually call in, when you've done all these works. Right? You can actually call in what is yours, right? Because you're your true self. You're not holding on to stuff that it doesn't belong to you. And you're able to heal that stuff and reclaim your power and bring a touch of love and be, a dear to someone, You learn the lesson. Once you learn that, then it becomes easier to really call in what you want in life. And I think I'll leave it there. It's been 44 minutes. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. I hope